Well, hey there, it's Sunday, October 27th, and back at it again. I'm going to continue working on this prop hub and spinner mounting. I should say just the spinner mount. Yesterday, before we left, I did measure out and marked for the spacing on the screws and the nut plates. I think I just did that on the one side, or do we do it on both sides?
Just one side.
Just one side. So we have that marked out. Going to work on figuring out where that all needs to go on there. And what are you going to do?
Assist.
Okay, she's going to assist. Don't have anything more to do with the sideburns?
We do, but it's drilling and I need 4 hands.
Okay. All right, here we go. You ever do something and it just at random works out just right? I was looking for, I don't have one of those thin flexible rulers to do straight lines and stuff, but we did have this, so we do have, Rands sent us an extra, what was this thing called?
Window frame.
Yeah, the
Window
rear,
frame strip?
it's the rear window part, that triangular window piece. They sent us an extra one of these. There was 3 of them in our kit. I think 2 of them got stuck together or something like that. And so we had it sitting on the shelf, and we were trying to find something. I wanted something flexible that I could mark on and stretch around or bend around this cone so I could mark it. And actually, we had used this we used this to do the lines up to the center initially. So I just took a set of shears and lopped off this section here out of there. Just didn't even really think about the length. And I got to looking yesterday, and the distance from here to here is exactly 15 inches, and it's that way on both sides. And this piece that I cut is exactly 15 inches. It fits perfect on there. So we're able to do our measurements and mark where our nut hole where the nut plates are gonna go.
Too much caffeine.
I didn't have
Not
any
enough
caffeine.
caffeine.
Nah, not enough caffeine. Alright, once again, I have used a piece of aluminum. I just did a 90-degree bend in this little piece here. Measured up on that cone, 5/16, made a mark on it, put a drill hole through it, and then use that to mark my lines up from the bottom. So you have to do a 5/16 line on the cone. And there's our 5/16 lines up from each where we put the line for the nut plate. So 5/16 up on those, got those marked with that little piece, and now we can proceed. right, we're getting this prepped up for cowling fit, and we did get these nut plates all riveted in. Decided to go with flush countersunk squeeze rivets on this. So that's what we did. We did those. Worked out pretty good. Had to redo a couple of them. I squeezed them a little bit crooked. The shop head went a little crooked on it, so drilled those out, redid those. Everything's fitting up real good there, and we got the cowlings, top and bottom cowling out. And we've got those out, and we took the dust as much as we could, the dust off, and are actually working on getting the tape goo off of these things. It's pretty gnarly tape goo that ends up on there. I think Derek mentioned it too. Is like there's got to be a better way to put that cardboard on there than that tape, because that tape is almost impossible to get off there. Not impossible, but just a pain to get off of there. So soaked it with some Goo Gone. We're letting that sit on there for a few minutes, and gonna see how much of that we can wipe off. And we're going through the book, looking at our next steps here. Also, we are working on the sideburns I've talked about before. We got those marked out for the, what do they call those things, Tina?
Rivet.
Screw rivet? Screw rivets. We've got our edges of the interior trim marked out here with tape, so we know where we can put our holes for the screw rivets that hold those in. And once we get that done, then we can take those home. We'll get those painted up on a satin black. So we'll keep going here for a little bit and see what we get done. I'm starting to get nervous. We have been having too many really nice days, and we're gonna be due for, I think when it snows, we're really gonna be in for it. And I think the weather service actually has said they are predicting a colder and wetter winter for us, but well, see what happens. Done for today. Got these sideburns fit up and kind of put in. We're going to take them home and paint them. Still going to have to do a little more trimming on it. Right here along this side here, the door frame just touches it a little bit, so I think we're actually going to end up taking this whole side strip thing off of here to make that clear. And Tina said she didn't realize that because when she was fitting this up, she wasn't getting the door shut all the way to see that it was hitting there. So then those got put in and it locked it into this position here. So we might have been able to just nudge it over a little bit to not do that, but that's okay. I wasn't super jazzed on these things anyway, but yeah, so I think we'll probably just cut it off right here along this edge, and I don't know, it is what it is. So there you go. Yeah, so that's what we got for today, and did that started to do a little work on the cowling. Got the yark cleaned off of it there. It's pretty. Yeah, I think we got it all off of there. Goo Gone. It kind of makes that tape residue kind of gel up, kind of turns into like a gel stuff, and just kind of rubbed it off and then onto the floor and then wiped up the floor. So we'll do the same thing over here on this one probably. We'd already wiped some on there earlier, but we'll get back to this stuff. I need to do some more studying on the fit up and where we're going to need to start trimming all of this stuff before we get fitting it up in earnest. So anything else from you? Nope, nothing. Okay, everybody have a good evening. Thanks for watching the video, and that's it for now.